Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. So today we're gonna have a lovely little chit chat, maybe an afternoon. I got my coffee right here. I've also got my water, so this is kind of an afternoon chit chat, an afternoon get together. I wanted to touch base with you personally, the person watching this video. I understand right now that in this energy that we are currently working with, some of you are asking essentially what the fuck is going on with the planets? What is going on out there that is making you feel this way? And there's a variety of different feelings going on, from feeling like you aren't doing enough, to feeling like you aren't headed in the right direction, to not feeling like you are worth much, to having that internal pull kind of pulling you in an opposite direction. There is a lot of conflicting energy going on right now. And my intention with this video is to sit down with you and to give you the answers to what is going on out there that's making us essentially drive ourselves mad in this energy. So by the end of this, and yes, I will pull cards, got them here, but by the end of this, hopefully this will help give you some sort of perspective and some sort of tool to help you navigate through this energy. So first and foremost, what is going on is actually kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So we have the North Node moving. The North Node is moving on Monday, because today is Sunday, so it's moving on Monday, into Aries. Fantastic. Also on Monday, we also have the Cancer new moon. Okay, so, and to top that off, I believe they're squaring each other. For a brief period of time, I believe that they square each other, which is fantastic. So, essentially, with the North Node moving and the new moon in Cancer, we have essentially a conflicting energy to a point, especially if you run with your head and not with your heart, or vice versa. There's a lot of conflicting odds and ends with that energy, because the Cancer new moon is that emotion. Cancer is that emotional energy. I'm seeing, and I don't have those in front of me, the Nature Portal by Jamie and Gail Sawyer. I'm seeing the frog sitting in the pond. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it just makes me think of that, how Cancers are surrounded by that water, surrounded by that emotion. And with it being a new moon, it's about that manifestation. It's about those new chapters. So new things are trying to come into play, right? Okay. Now, if you throw the Aries North Node into the mix, that is me, myself, and I. And it's that fiery energy. It's the Aries energy of the ram. Like, it's very gung-ho. It's kind of, use your head, not your heart. It's a conflicting energy. Now, adding into the human experience, let's say, and this is something that I've experienced, and I'm going to explain this to you because this is just how I relate to you. Earlier this week, let's go back to the 4th of July. 4th of July, everything was fantastic. Everything was great. And then we rounded into the beginning of last week, and for some reason it was like somebody had flipped a switch. And things that I thought were fundamentally okay were not. They were not okay. And there was a lot of uprooting some of these fundamental things because the emotions that were there were starting to become unearthed. And they'd been buried for quite some time. My own emotions, the people that were around me, like, the more that we got closer to this energy come Monday, the more that people started to become restless. The more that people started having messed up dreams. I've had so many messed up dreams this week, it's not even funny. People are starting to get irritated with their friends or with their jobs, or irritated with themselves because they feel like they're not where they are supposed to be or wanted to be at the time. And so we're going inside of ourselves and we're reevaluating and we're reprocessing, and with the Cancer energy and the Aries energy of the emotions and myself, you're essentially putting yourself first in this instance. That's what this energy is designed to do, is to bring you to the forefront of this energy. It's the Aries North Node. And with you coming to the forefront, your emotions with the Cancer new moon are going to be heightened. And with this new moon, I really want to throw a disclaimer in here that if you are trying to manifest from a place of doubt or deception, lies, it won't work. It won't fly. That Aries North Node energy knows. It knows. Your spirit team knows. You know deep down what is for you and what isn't for you. And I feel as though that if you tried to course correct the universe, it's going to give you a backhand. So just be careful of that. If you're just cleansing and clearing, perfect, please do. But if you are manifesting in this new moon, please be mindful. Please be mindful of your energy. Please be mindful of the things that you are asking. And that's not to say that that's for all of you. That's just for some of you. Others of you who have gotten on top of this energy, who are doing the work, I know it took me a few days to get on top of the energy. I'm not going to lie. But it took me a few days to get on top of that energy. So if you are on top of that energy, fantastic. Do what you do. But for those of you who are still under the water, please just be mindful about what it is that you are manifesting. But back to the points of that conflicted energy. So essentially why this energy is coming up with these two aspects going hand in hand as of this point, essentially your truth is being brought to the surface. Those emotions that you may have tucked away. And the best example that I can use for this, let's say when you were younger, you wanted to be an artist. You wanted to be an artist. And your entire family was in accounting. Boring. Numbers. With me so far? So you joined the family business. You're like, yes, this is what I'll do. It's me making a living. In this energy, you could very well, and this is just going off of that example, you could be thinking back to, this isn't really what I want to do. This isn't how I wanted to live my life. I wanted to be an artist. And those thoughts, those feelings are coming to the forefront, and it's causing confliction. It's causing some issues because, like I said, these old fundamental things that I thought were fundamentally stable are being destroyed. And it's frustrating because people have lived their lives to a certain point, doing certain things, talking to certain people, being in certain vibrations for so long that now that that's being uprooted, it's putting us out of our comfort zones, and it's scary. And that fear and that anticipation and that anxiety does not help. It doesn't. I'm going to be the first person to tell you, going through this energy after it switched, and I was like, whoa, what happened? I had to internally process things and had to give and take with the universe, and I did let go of some fundamental things. There were some fundamental things that I've come to realize that I was putting essentially other people before myself. And it's not bad, but it was in a way where it was like their needs started and stopped my day. My day revolved around somebody else instead of revolving around me. And that fundamentally is changing. But it was hard because I'm an empath, because I love to help people. Hence the YouTube channel, hence the TikTok. I love to help people. It's what I do. But it went against the grain. And so it was fundamentally difficult, and I had to come to terms with that on my own time, in my own way, on my own terms. And that is what this energy is asking of you, is to look at the fundamental things that you have constructed your life on and see where the truth needs to come through and make those adjustments, make those changes. And I'm going to tell you, yes, you're going to lose people, situations, relationships, jobs. There are going to be things that do need to leave in this energy because of the other truth of the other things that want to come in. I know. It sucks. Especially, again, with the two aspects going on. It's a pain. It really is, guys. And I wish that I could give you more information, more tools, but there's only so much that I can convey without getting into specific examples, and if I get into specific examples, we'll be here all day long. So, what I want to tell you, to kind of wrap up the points before we get into the reading, is it's okay to be feeling what you're feeling right now. It is. It is perfectly acceptable to be anxious, agitated, irritated, anxiety-ridden, hell, even a little bit depressed. Because, again, these fundamental things that you had for years of your life are now being changed, are now being shifted into what it is that you really want. So it is okay. It's okay to feel these emotions. What you need to remember is that your emotions are valid. Take a deep breath and figure out the best course of action at that time. I'm not saying that you have to have it all figured out. You're not going to have it all figured out. The explorer and the sovereign. You're not going to have it all figured out. It's going to take a lot of going inside and internal and feeling things that you may not have felt for quite some time. It's not going to be easy, but what I can tell you is that it is going to be worth it in the long run. It is. Because at the end of the day, your truth is coming out, and you inevitably are moving one step closer to what it is that you actually want. The only reason why it sucks that things are falling away is because we've gotten accustomed to them. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as things are starting to fall away. You know, friends kind of fall off. Relationships are like, I don't think this is going to work. Just remember, again, you're giving to the universe so better things can come and take its place. Okay? Okay. I'm going to use the Threads of Fate Shadow Edition. I haven't used these in a hot minute. My YouTube team actually brought that up to me 3 nights ago. We were sitting talking late night, and they were like, do you still have those? We feel as though that would kind of be perfect for this energy, so that's what I'm using today. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through with this energy. I don't know if you can hear Morgana. She's around here somewhere. But let's see what wants to come through. I've got through all of my notes. I think that's everything. But essentially, it's forced motion. It's forced motion. The call is coming from inside of you, and you're being essentially shifted and directed to a new course of action that is true to you. So, we've got release. I love how it's the frog. It kills me. Release. I don't know why I've got Princess and the Frog going through my brain now. Well, actually I do. I do know why Princess and the Frog is going through my brain. It's because she wanted the restaurant. He wanted to just have fun, and the only way to break the spell, spoilers, was for them to fall in love, because after they got married, she was a princess, which would have broken the spell. But they didn't realize that that's what they needed. They were only going based off of what they wanted. So what you want and what you need, what we want, what we need is all the same thing, yes? No, it's not. It's really not the same thing. We have the observer. Okay. Release. Observer. Ooh! Well, thankfully I just lit that. There's no candle wax there. And then we've got Ask Body. I can't believe I just knocked that candle over. Wow, look at me go. All of these 3 cards are completely and utterly accurate to what I've been explaining to you. You have to release this essentially energy of control. You can't control you can't control this energy, unfortunately. This is this type of energy where it's going to come in, it's going to fuck shit up, kind of like a toddler. It's going to come in, it's going to fuck shit up no matter what you say, and then it's going to leave. Then it's going to pass out for a nap. Like, it's It's gonna come in and it's going to uproot everything. It's just easier to release it and allow it to happen. Don't try and control it. Your job at this time is to observe and absorb the information. My ears are ringing. Your job is to not control it, but to see the patterns, to see essentially what you've been accepting up until this point that's now being uprooted. It could be patterns, could be people that you've dated, or going back to the artist accountant thing, it could be a job. But right now, your focus is you. I woke up this morning, and I've been doing this for the past few days now that I've understood what's going on up above me. For the past few days, especially today, because today I do not work today. And I woke up today and immediately my brain went into overdrive. It's like, first my brain kicked on. It was like, okay, we've got all this to do today because we work today. And then, of course, that was like, no, you don't work today. So all of that disappeared. Well, after all of that noise disappeared, I was going to get up. I'm like, okay, gotta get up, gotta get this. And I'm like, whoa. What do you want to do today? What is going to make your soul, your heart, and your body happy today? What is it? What could make my soul feel better today? And I was asking me what I wanted to do, and I responded out loud. I was like, it's been a hot minute since I've had French toast. I made French toast for breakfast this morning to go with my coffee. And then I got in the shower. And then as I was in the shower, I'm like, okay, we're going to get up, we're going to get dressed, but then what do you want to do? Like, do we want to start on chores? Do we want to... I literally was having a full-blown conversation with myself. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm maybe just a little bit crazy, a little bit nutty. Yeah, the best of us are. But I was asking me. And that's the point of this energy, is to ask yourself what it is that you need right now. And make sure that it's the truth. Because you'll know. And they'll know. And like I said, right now they aren't playing games with any of us. They're taking no hostages. Like they're here to get us. So, of course, my body was just like, we have to get this out. We have to get this here. So instead of doing the cleaning, I was like, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna do tarot today, and I'm happy. It's wonderful that I'm here with you guys, and it's making my soul feel better. So ask yourself what you can do on the day-to-day. What can I do right now? Take 3 deep breaths and then ask yourself, human, because again, I'm talking to all of you, human, in this human body, what is it I need right now? What is it I need? Do I need to take a break? Do I need to take a breather? Do I need to look back at some things that maybe need reworked? What do I need? Do I need food? Do I need water? Do I need rest? Like, ask yourself. Please ask yourself in this energy what it is that you need. Because that in itself holds the key to navigating through this energy. Talking straight to the empaths right now, you can't do that. You can't be like, I'll just kind of half-ass take care of myself and I'll just go back. I tried. The universe gave me a warning, but the second it was like, don't do that again. So, empaths, please don't think that we can just kind of fly under this radar and we're going to get edited. Please don't. From one empath to another, please don't do that. But let's see what else the tarot has got for us. Release the observer, ask body. I could not have asked for 3 better cards for this energy. Oh, let's see where we're going. I'm going to give these a different kind of shuffle. I did use these this morning too. I did. the more I talk to you guys, the more I feel like that tension leaves. Like I'm feeling like that stone in my stomach is like dissipating, and that weight on my shoulders, like right in here, is starting to like lighten up. So I really hope this is helping you. I do. I really, really hope this is helping. But it's going to be okay. You just got to keep telling yourself it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. What is it that I need at this point in time? Because you are making your own way forward. You are making your own way forward. I'm going to take that. 8 of Cups. Yeah. This is supposed to happen. I feel as though that you may have gotten off track at some point in time in some point in time along this road, and now you are learning new things. Things are starting to come in, and now you're starting to again put yourself back on track, even though it may not be the track that you thought that you would end up on. So Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Scorpio energy of death, and the 10 of Pentacles. With this Page of Pentacles and this 5 of Swords, I feel as though that there's that pentacle coming in. There's that little hit of this energy of, I'm hearing value. Essentially, you are starting to, like I said, go through those fundamental things and figure out what is actually valuable to you and what isn't. And I feel as though that with this 5 of Swords, you are leaving things behind. And you will be leaving things behind. I feel as though that it's more or less inevitable, because it can't come with you. It can't come with you to where it is that you're going. 10 of Pentacles. So let's see what else we got. We got the 8 of Cups. I'm going to put that to the side. Put that there. We got the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. 5 of Wands, the World, and the Knight of Cups. Hopefully I can get most of these in a frame. And then we've got the 5 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and Justice. I like the fact that the Justice is the final outcome card here. The thing I noticed first is the 5s. Change, struggle, choice. That is the first thing I noticed. And like I said, this isn't going to be easy. This is not something that's going to be easy, because if it was easy, we wouldn't be feeling the way that we would. That's just an obvious statement. If this was easy, I would not be here making this video for you guys. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be like pulling teeth. Please don't actually be pulling your teeth. Please, please don't actually be pulling your teeth. But with the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands, I feel as though that on a fundamental level, you know what aspect of what I'm talking about. It's in your mind. I can literally feel it right here in the forefront of your brain. You're like, he may not have gone into specifics, but there it is. Like, that's what I know what this is. You know what this is. Queen of Swords. You are very much aware. You may not be saying anything about it, but on a fundamental level inside of you, you know what this is about. And I feel as though it is causing a stir. It is causing old things to be ignited. Anger, passion. Doesn't always have to be negative energies. Negative energies, I guess I should have explained this earlier. It doesn't always have to be negative energies that can cause a conflict. Because you can be dating someone, and then an old ex-person comes back that you never thought that you'd hear from ever again, or like an old boss or somebody that you're now working for somebody else, and they come back and they're like, hey, I need you. And you're like, man, I really like that job, and maybe they make a very good point, whether it's relationship, job, does not matter. Whether they probably make a good point. Of course it is. And we'll get to that. And you're like, I'm considering the old. I'm considering the old compared to the new, and that's what's causing conflict. So it can be either or. But I feel as though that regardless, there is conflict. 5 of Wands. You can be fighting with yourself, can be fighting with other people around you, coworkers, friends. Like I said, I'm not trying to pinpoint just one specific example, because I've talked to a lot of people this week. I have, and my YouTube team has talked to a lot of people this week, and this is cross-posted. So in my Facebook group, we've also talked about some of this in the group. I know that there have been a few posts about what's been going on, and like there's just hold. I'm getting another download, and there's a lot of conflict going on. People are fighting with one another, and it's okay. I don't know how to stress this energy of that it's okay that these conflicts are arising. Because again, the things have to leave. But if this wasn't happening, I wouldn't have to be here explaining this to you guys. But I've heard so many of you this past week are like, what do I do? What do I do? And hearing the things, the fundamental things that are coming out of you guys, I'm just like, I'm glad it's not just me, but I'm so sorry that you're going through this too. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, things are going to move forward. Things are going to move forward, and I feel as though that it's easier for you to be an observer and not a player, character, somebody who's involved in this aspect. Your job is to watch. Because the universe knows what you want. Regardless of what's up here. I'm going to tell you right now, I understand that some of us do think with our brains and not with our emotions, and vice versa. In this particular instance, it's about what you truly want. Not about what you think you want, but what it is that you truly want. And that's where the Knight of Cups comes in. Things are going to come in. Things will come in for this energy. But there is a choice to be made. I feel as though you see the choice. See those choices. Now given, it's all about perspective. He's looking at the Three of Cups, all sad. Damn. He doesn't notice the Two of Cups behind him at his feet. Literally placed at his feet. He doesn't notice. Because he's too focused on somewhere else. Page of Cups, justice. I feel as though this Page of Cups kind of goes hand in hand with this Knight of Cups. I feel as though that after you get through this energy, the universe is going to give you something. And then it's almost like you fall into a, like, thank you, universe, I'm really happy. You're happy with it for a little while, and then you kind of start to get down. You kind of start to get back into that energy, and the universe is like, oh, here you go. This is for you. And then it's almost like a light bulb goes off. It's almost like the moment that you start to doubt this new choice, this new energy, the universe gives you something else. And I feel as though that's what's almost going to solidify, hey, you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. Because the card that shot out was the Ace of Cups. That one was the one that shot out, and I put over here and said, of course it is. This is what wants to come in for you. Ace of Cups. It's beautiful energy. It's always darkest before the dawn. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Ooh, whoa. Great, now I got that going through my brain. But that's just as fitting. What you need to know. What you need to know. Is this too will pass. It may pass like a kidney stone. It may hurt like a son of a bitch. But it will be okay. It's going to be fine. But right now, in the thick of it, in the middle of it, with the two aspects going on, it's rough. It is rough. I'm going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed to give you, kind of tie it all together, give you just a little bit more advice, and then I will send you on your merry way because we're rounding up here on half an hour. So, zodiac signs that I see, Libra, Sag, Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. That is what I see. And I'm not saying that you have to be one of those. I'm just saying that that's what appeared in my cards. So give these one a shuffle. What you got for these guys? I really do feel like this energy just kind of broke. Like halfway through it, when I got that download, I feel as though the energy broke. So I don't know if you feel it, but I feel it. I definitely feel it. Underneath, we've got deep knowing. To the sea, absolutely. Yin. Poised, absolutely. And there's the Observer card again. Like I said, I feel as though that your job in this instance is to remove yourself from being in the middle of this energy. Yes. Come Monday, you will be back center stage. Well, I don't want to put it like that. Let me put it a little bit differently. Right now, you're removing yourself from the fray, right? You're removing yourself from a crowded room. I don't know why I'm hearing a school dance, but you're removing yourself from a crowded room, right? Because it's so loud in there you can't hear yourself think. So now you're trying to find a quiet place for you to hear yourself think. You need to hear yourself think. You need to be able to hear yourself in this energy. Because when you hear yourself without hearing everybody else, you can then start taking care of yourself and listening to what your body needs and listening to that deep knowing that is inside of you. And that deep knowing understands that you've got places to be. Very much so. You've got places to be, things to do, but it's not supposed to be a, don't want to word it like that. It's not going to be fun. You're right, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be worth it, but it's not going to be fun. But in the end of it, the divine feminine yin energy, I feel as though that emotionally you're going to be a lot more open, a lot more content and poised with this energy. But right now, your first step is to remove yourself from any involvement. You're an observer. It is no longer your job to take care of somebody else, whatever it may be. Job, relationship, another person, you come first. Starting now. So, alright guys, this is what I have for you. I really, really hope this helped. Please feel free to leave a comment. Please feel free to leave a like. Please feel free to reach out. Me, the YouTube team, especially, like I said, this is cross-posted, so if you're seeing this on Facebook, guys, please feel free to reach out. If you've got any other questions, comments, concerns, we would be more than happy to help you. So, thank you guys very much for joining me today. This was lovely. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.